Hello YouTube and Minecrafters. Here a while back I found a skeleton spawner. After I fought and defeated the skeletons and lit up the room, I decided to turn it into a bit of a skeleton spawner, bone and arrow harvester. As you can see here, the skeletons spawn in that room. They get washed eventually down this direction, where they promptly die, and all their bones and arrows go back. Now, if you wanted to go back and get those bones and arrows, you'd have to go down, around, and pick them up. Or we can just push this button right here. And as you can see, now all the bones and arrows that were down there are now coming down this line and will drop right here for me. Or I could be staying right here and I'll just auto collect them. Look at that. Got me a good supply. Now I'm going to turn the sound off because it's a little noisy for me for the water. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I did that. Now, I've been thinking about putting a lever here and putting a timing circuit, but I haven't figured out a good timing circuit yet. I've got a couple ideas, I just haven't settled down on anything. So you can literally see here, AFK, and I want it to kick every about 4 minutes, because I think most items despawn in 5. So if I have it kicking every 4 minutes, it would just automatically bring everything to you and work. But the way it works, let me close that door. Don't have an easy way of getting into it. See, I cleaned out this room. Oh, there's a creeper in my minecart. That's going to be fun later. Anyhow, coming down in here, as you can see, the skeletons come here. Their goods come this direction, and if I get up in here, there's the bone. Oh, where's the bones and arrows? Right here. And you see I got pistons. One lifts it, one pushes it. One lifts, one push. Lift, push, lift, push, lift, push. All the way on up. Now I can't go any higher and dig the way that direction because of the water. And the way it works is, well, let me jump back up here. When I push the button, I'm actually up there, and that ledge right there is where the redstone runs around, and it comes from back here. There's a got it kind of spiraling around and around. You can see right here. It comes through here, comes down, and I push the button and goes to this repeater. Now from this repeater, we need to start timing everything right. So what happens here is the first thing that I want happening is I want the first piston to fire. So I have it go to that. As you can see, there's nothing in the way of that block. It goes to that block and fires that piston. You can see if I can jump. There's a piston there. Okay, that'll lift it and hold it there for a few seconds. Now, what we want it to do is I want a delay, and I'm using repeaters at their fullest setting to mark my delay. I tried doing 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick. I just couldn't get the timing right. So I just went repeaters with their fullest delay. So I wait 2 ticks, or 2 repeater lengths, before I fire the next one. Now if you notice, if we follow this track around, we go through 1 repeater before we go into the block firing the piston. And then we wait 2 and then fire the next piston. So basically what's happening is as soon as it finishes with this repeater, the other piston downstairs is firing, then we wait, and then this one fires, and then, well, we alternate back and forth. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And this way here, I've seen other designs where they'll put repeater, and then they put the signal on the backside, and everything is working their way down. And that's just a lot of materials, a lot of redstone, a lot of repeaters. This way here, I'm using these two repeaters, then these two repeaters, then these two repeaters, and that is all part of the delay for everything up all the way up at the very top. And I'm just pulling the signal off as I need it. So the blocks here, of course, are just simply, if I take that block out, as you notice, it connects, and that would not work. So by putting the blocks in there, I can cut the signal and keep it compact. As you can see, it goes through, waits 2, comes back up here, goes all the way down there, fires that piston, comes up here, back around. This is where I turn around and head back to the other direction. Waits 2, fires the piston, comes up here, waits 2, fires that piston. Up here, waits 2, fires that piston, comes up here, waits 2, fires that piston. Where downstairs, it's firing in between the 2 pistons. And then I have it come up here, and I have it waiting 2 more before it fires this one, and I have it waiting, and I kind of divide off. I have 3 there, firing that piston over there, and then 4 here, firing this piston to shove it off into the water. And so what it's doing is just coming up, over, up, and this pushes it onto the ledge, this pushes it over here, then this pushes it off in the water, and it sends it back to me. Works real nice, real slick. Like I said, I'm thinking about putting a timing circuit on it, so that way it fires approximately every 4 minutes or so. I haven't just settled on a design yet, but it's kind of compact. I've kind of stacked it on top of each other, so I've got one staircase here of one side, and underneath of it, directly underneath it, there's enough room for headroom to walk down the staircase. And this is the bottom side. They look identical, top and bottom. So it works pretty good. Unlike other designs I've seen where they use a ton of these repeaters, and I just I'm playing in survival mode. I'm not playing in creative. So materials are precious, and you don't want to waste them. So, but yeah, I got a little bit of room up here. I put a platform up here and put a timing circuit in. I just haven't settled on a specific design yet, but that's my skeleton. Get back up in here. My skeleton spawn. I hit the button and everything starts happening. Let me sit up here and watch him spawn. Here we come again. Oh. Did I accidentally collect everything while I was down there? I might have. I might have. That's probably from the last group. So anyhow, works pretty slick. Thank you for watching.